Hi guys, welcome to TSL. This week we're doing student life hacks. There's a lot of great resources out there, and even as a Christian teenager, we can use these things to be better leaders and to be more effective at reaching our friends. All the apps I'm going to show you are on my Android, but something like them is very similar for iPhone and iOS. So check them out. Okay, so the first student life hack smartphone app I'm going to recommend is the YouVersion Bible app. A lot of you guys have this. It's a great version of the Bible. It's actually hundreds of different versions of the Bible, depending on which one you like. I love the different reading plans on there. They're themed reading plans that'll remind you to read the Bible every single day with the notification. A lot of you guys don't know this, but the YouVersion smartphone app was actually started by a church. And to keep it running and keep it free and keep it updated, they employed 20 full-time employees and over 400 volunteers. Another thing I love about this app is you can still take notes. I know you can't really highlight your smartphone, but you can highlight and take notes. And wherever you take a note, it'll keep that verse tagged with that note. So you can go back and look at all the different notes that you've been taking. And I still tell my students to bring their Bibles to youth group, but I think having a Bible on your smartphone probably means you're going to read it a lot more. Another app that I'm recommending is the Audible audiobook app. Now, my students always tease me about audiobooks, but for me, I love audiobooks. I'm able to read books while I'm doing other things. Maybe you can read a book while you're running or doing chores, and maybe there's a book in English that you want to get through and it seems like you can't pick it up and read it, but listening to it, you can probably get through it a little bit faster. One of the cool things about audiobooks is you can increase the narration speed. Now, they're not going to be talking like chipmunks. You can probably read faster than they normally narrate, so being able to increase it means that it's probably a lot closer in speed than you would be if you were actually reading it. For me, audiobooks have really helped me. I've been able to get through all of these different books because I'm listening to them while I'm driving or mowing the lawn or something like that. For me, it definitely helps. I can even still take notes. There's an option for taking notes while you're listening. So for me, it definitely helps. Another app I'm recommending all students use and have is some kind of voice recording app. I have Smart Voice Recorder. It's just a free app in the Google Play Store, but I use it to record things, someone's saying really important. Maybe your friend tells you something and it's always confusing and you never remember how to get to their house. Just record their directions. For me, when I do public speaking or have a long message, I record it and listen to it over and over and over again till I feel like I have it and help me memorize it. Another app that I'm recommending is Google Keep. It's a note-taking app. For iOS, you can use something like Evernote or OneNote. What I love about these is you can categorize your notes and reminders. Maybe you have one for school, and you give a certain color to it. Maybe you have one for home, and it has a different color to it. Even a project you're working on at school, you can have a color just for that project. I think one of the cool ways to really utilize these note-taking apps is by taking pictures. And taking pictures of things that you wouldn't really be able to take notes on. Maybe it's a diagram or a drawing, or maybe the notes have so much content in it you can't type it on your smartphone fast enough, but if you take a picture of it, you'll always have it. And for me, because I'm kind of a nerd, I have it going straight to my smartwatch, so I can look at the same picture on my smartwatch. Obviously, one of the cool things about these note-taking apps is you can also access them in your browser. So maybe you're doing research for a project, and then you can sync the notes from your smartphone to the notes you took while you were doing research on the internet. So, these are the 4 Student Life Hack Smartphone Edition apps I'm recommending. There's links in the description to all these apps, and please comment if there's anything else that you guys use and you think is really effective. And as always, be different.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back street?